It's a simple biological function, the swapping of genetic material to improve the adaptability of a species. But getting together is anything but easy. The seduction, the courtship, the commitment. It's all part of an intricate dance originated millions of years ago and choreographed over countless generations. So why all the fuss? Why don't humans simply do as an amoeba does? Just split in two. If all we wanted was to make exact copies of ourselves, that is exactly what we would do. But humans, along with practically the entire animal kingdom, want more out of life than to simply survive. We're built to thrive, and mixing up genes through sexual reproduction is the best way to do it. The dance may begin with an attractive sight, a smell, a touch. Soon enough, the heart beats faster, blood pressure rises, breathing accelerates, skin gets flushed, and whether or not baby making is on the agenda tonight, the baby making machinery is rearing to go. Every second of every day, a man produces more than 1,000 sperm. That's 60,000 sperm per minute, or 14 million during the course of an evening. They may only be about 2/1000ths of an inch long, but 300 million are always ready to fulfill their life's mission to fertilize one of these. Unlike a man, a woman is born with her allotment of sex cells, about 1 million of them. Only about 400 eggs will ever get released, less than half the sperm cells a man produces every second. Once the egg is pushed out of the ovary each month, it's swooped into the fallopian tube for about a day, life's window of opportunity. If no suitor appears, the egg dissolves. But far more interesting is what happens when one does. Of the millions of sperm engaged in this genetic race, only a few will defy all the odds and glimpse the finish line. And as the body's smallest cells meet the largest, only one will make it across. There was a time just a few centuries ago when some scholars believed that every sperm cell had a fully formed miniature person inside called a homunculus. We now confidently know this is not the case. Deep within each of the body's 100 billion cells is a complete blueprint for a human being, a genome. Here, our DNA molecules are tightly packaged into bundles called chromosomes. Each cell has 23 pairs of chromosomes. Sperm and egg cells, though, only have half a blueprint each. They need each other. And during that fateful meeting, their DNA fuses, mingling the mother and the father's genetic traits. For several days, the fertilized egg journeys through the fallopian tube towards the uterus, growing and dividing along the way. About 20 hours after fertilization, it divides into 2 cells. In 48 hours, 4. 12 hours later, it's 8 cells, and by 72 hours, it's 16. Each of the new cells is genetically identical to the original. At this stage, everything from eye and hair color, gender, and even to some extent height, weight, intelligence, sense of humor, and personality are all predetermined. In In fact, scientists can even sift through a dish of embryos to choose gender or identify genetic defects and remove them. But not if couples have a baby the old-fashioned way. By the end of the first week, the free-floating ball of cells, now known as a blastocyst, has entered the uterus. Cells continue to divide here before they find a place to settle. It's official. She is pregnant. As the weeks pass, cells start to specialize and forms begin to take shape. At 3 weeks, a groove marks the beginning of a nervous system, the top of the tube destined to become a brain, and the lower portion, the spinal cord. By 8 weeks, almost all of the organs and systems in this walnut-sized embryo are in place, earning it by week 9 the official title of fetus. And now growth really kicks in. By 12 weeks, just as expectant parents get their first glimpse into the watery womb, the fetus may practice breathing, taking in amniotic fluid instead of air. Already it can punch and kick. At 14 weeks, it can swallow and suck its thumb. By 24, it can hear. By 32, it responds to music, voices.
Oh, okay, so that's... Oh, there are her eyes. Those eyes know smell. And her mouth is wide open.
And at 40 weeks, give or take, it's ready to enter the world.
Perfect.
That's it. Push. Great, honey. Mama, push. Push.
Oh, my God.
Good job! 22:30.
Oh, my God.
Good job!
Like 10:31. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
It's a big girl.
In the 9 months it takes her to go from fertilized egg to fully formed human baby, she will have grown more than 5,000 times bigger. As women around the globe can attest, getting to this point is no easy task. And yet some 260 humans are born this way every minute. That's 374,000 every day, and more than 136 million every year.